What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 253, and we start today's episode by seeing that the board have given us another boost in confidence. This was on Boxing Day. They just said, you know, you're doing well, keep it up, etc, etc. You get those like once or twice a year. They're always quite nice to see in your inbox. It's just, it doesn't really mean too much, but it's still nice to see. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I've been told getting sacked in Career Mode is very, very difficult. You know, I've never actually been sacked when managing a club. I got sacked managing a nation in South Korea in FIFA 13 Career Mode, but I've never been sacked managing a club, and I've been told it's actually quite difficult. So, you know, they don't really mean too much, but it's still nice to see. It's a bit trivial, really, but still nice to see. And we also saw as well that Adam Brinley, one of our youth players, wanted to get a contract with the pro team, and he looks, I mean, he looks semi-decent, doesn't he? Nothing special, nothing amazing. His skill attributes, or his technicals, as I call them, actually look pretty decent for just a 17-year-old. However, you know, the physicals are terrible. Like all youth players have quite poor physicals, I've found at least. And you know, we'll try and send him out on loan in January, which of course we're only a few days away from now. If we can't do that, then we'll just, you know, he probably won't even play a single game this year, and it would just be a waste of time, really. I mean, it is most likely going to be our last season regardless, so it doesn't matter regardless, but still. He wanted a new contract, I gave him one, and there you go. Anyway, we take on Manchester United for the first game of today's episode, and both games in today's episode against Manchester teams, United and City. So we take on United first here at the Dem, and the first chance would fall to us in the 14th minutes. Brian Carrasco gets around Wilfried Zaha with a couple of lovely skill moves and takes aim, but it goes just wide of the post and out for a goal kick. What a goal it would have been by our now right back Carrasco. But in the 16th minute, you see Manchester United get on the ball here with Improta down this right hand side. He gets past his man, it keeps on going, slides it into Wilfried Zaha, back to Improta, crosses to the far post, and Angelo Enriquez makes it 1-0 to United. So the Chilean gets the goal. He outjumped a fellow Chilean in Brian Carrasco at the far post to make it 1-0. And that's the thing about playing Carrasco at right back. You know, he is fantastic there. He's, you know, it's listed in his positions that he can play right back, and I do like playing him at right back. He can use that pace. You see it there being used to good effect with Trap makes a good save from the cross. He's got a good cross on him, and he's a really decent player to play at right back. But the problem with him is he's not the tallest. He does lose a lot of aerial battles. I can't remember the last time he won a header for us. And, you know, it does mean that when the far post crosses get put in, even the computer play far post crosses, not just the players you come against online, when the computer put in far post crosses, he's never really going to get to be the favourite. But still, we did manage to equalise here through Scott Triggs. Nice couple of passes and a good finish by the man with no legs, wearing his trademark trousers, to make it 1 apiece there in the 25th minute. So Triggs gets the equalising goal. Very pleased with that, because United, you know, they're not a bad side on Career Mode at all. They never caused too much of a shock for the teams in the league, and you know, I was you know, we're the favourites, no doubt about it, and I was very disappointed to be 1-0 down, but I was glad Triggs got the equalising goal. However, United would go ahead and get themselves back in front pretty much directly from kickoff. Carrasco got caught out down the right hand side. Butner went past him and put in a great cross, but I've got to say, man, Ferranetti, I mean, how many times have I talked about it this season? It's ridiculous. This is his first season. He's only been here for like 4 months, that's about it, but he just is so unconvincing from crosses, and you know, that's his fault, there's no doubt about it. He comes to the ball, he gets literally nowhere near it, and it is a simple header in the centre, and unfortunately for us, United are back in front in this game, and that's just really poor goalkeeping. I mean, it really is. And again, I spoke about it before, he is a really good goalkeeper. He makes some fantastic point blank saves that there aren't many other goalkeepers in the game that would be capable of doing so. He makes some brilliant reflex stops and reaction dives, but every now and then a ball will get played into the box and he'll get nowhere near it, and he'll cost you a sloppy goal. And unfortunately it was 2-1 to United, and they should have made it 3-1 here. They hit the post twice in quick succession. Adrian and Fernando, I think it was, both hit the post there, and that should have been 3-1 to United, and they should have been taking a 2-goal cushion into half time. But as we came forward, we get the ball away again, and as Fernando collects the ball, he finds Improta down this right hand side. He's causing me a lot of problems here. He takes on his man, finds Fernando with a great ball over top towards Angelo Enriquez, who strikes it, but he puts it wide and out for a goal kick. So United were looking so threatening in this game, they really were. I couldn't seem to stop them, and a 2-1 at half time was the score. It could have been 3-4, possibly even 5-1 the way they were playing, but still, in the second half, Trapp made a really good save to deny Oscar Polo and keep United in the lead. And in the 65th minute, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain intercepts his man, finds Kelvin, really good opportunity here, stops the ball, turns around his man and shoots, but Trapp makes a good stop, turns it onto the post, and United get the ball away. So another great save by Trapp there, and it is still 2-1. And in the 76th minute, it was a great chance to make it 3-1 for United. Some lovely passing, Adrian comes forward, but Ferranetti makes a great save, and again, that's what he can do. He's capable of pulling off those big stops, but every now and then he'll, make a mistake which will inevitably cost you the game, and that's exactly what happened here. He did make a great save late on. He did make a couple of good saves in this game, but that one mistake cost us the game. Enriquez scored both for United, and we lost our first league game of the season. So very, very frustrated about that. It means that the unbeaten season is now gone. We won't be able to pull off an unbeaten season in the league. I mean, we've already won an unbeaten season already in this career mode with Napoli, so it's not like it was an objective we haven't done yet, but it would have been nice to have pulled it off, and I definitely feel as though we could have done it as well. We had such we've got such a great squad here, but unfortunately it's just one of those things really. It can't be helped, and the unbeaten season, we won't be able to make 2 in 1 career mode, but even so, it's now gone. And again, I was just frustrated, I really was, because I didn't play too poorly. Yes, my defending was bad, but it was just that mistake from my goalkeeper that I couldn't really do anything about. It cost me the game, but still, we go into January now. We're now into January, which means that we can now pull off some transfers if we wish to do so. We don't have, I was going to say we don't have too much money. We've got 30 million, around 30 million to spend, and I would love to get Ronaldo's regen, even though he only has, I think it's a 1-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, not exactly like Ronaldo, but I'd love to get him. But Getafe are going to ask for double what we've got right now, so he probably won't be able to come in. It would be great to sign him, it really would. But in order to sign him, we'll have to sell a key player. We'll have to sell someone like, I don't know, Kelvin or Oscar Polo, Gutierrez or someone like that. We'll have to sell a key player in order to buy him. And the reality is, I just don't want to do that. I really don't. I definitely feel as though with this squad, we don't need to make big changes, and we can easily go on, easily go on to win it. We'll definitely, we should be able to win at least one of the league, the Champions League, and the FA Cup, FA Cup. And I'll be hoping to pull off that treble come the end of the season. But I don't want to make any big changes to my squad in January, because it probably is going to be the last year, and this squad is more than capable of winning a treble, so there's no reason to risk it really in order to bring in a player which we haven't used before. But anyway, we took on Manchester City for the second and final game of today's episode. Like I said earlier, we are facing both Manchester sides. First chance fell there, but the shot was just over the bar, but we did take the lead in the 8th minute here as we crossed the ball in with Kelvin towards Oscar Polo, and Polo heads it past our former goalkeeper Alex McCarthy, who we gave to Manchester City in exchange for Jack Butland, who was starting this game, his first league appearance of the year, as I decided to drop Ferranetti after a poor mistake in the last game inevitably cost us the game. So yeah, McCarthy couldn't keep that ball out there, and in the 20th minute we doubled our advantage. It was the same result. We crossed the ball in, Oscar Polo wins the header and makes it 2-0. So great cross by our left back Shaw, great header by our Colombian striker Polo, and it's Manchester City 0, Millwall 2. And I talked about it before, this season Polo is off to a brilliant start. He almost got his hat-trick there on the stroke of half-time. A little bit of a deflection, ended up going in the air. He looped his header over McCarthy, but it hit the bar and was cleared away. And in the second half, just past João Cancelo robs his man and gives this to Oscar Polo. Polo skips past his man with a quick little scoop turn, and then gives it back to our right back down this right hand side. A great chance. He swings in a far post cross, but he loops it up in the air. I'll tell you, that was actually a chip through ball, not a cross, but a chip through ball, the L1 and triangle. It loops up perfectly. Ezekiel dives into the far post and just about kicks it into the back of the net to make it City 0, Millwall 3. So 3 goals up, and we weren't having as many problems here against Manchester City as we did against United. We were 3-0 up, and again, it just goes to show you City on career mode. I don't know why, but the AI just cannot manage them properly. But still 3-0, and from kickoff, City win a throw-in, but give the ball away with is it Cole? Yes, it is Cole, who gets tackled by his man. Suso chips it over the top of him to find Glenn Robinson. Robinson plays that wide towards Kelvin, down this right hand side, takes on his man, gets inside. It's a great free ball to spot the run of Ezekiel, and Ezekiel turns Boyata, makes it 4-0, and we are cruising to a very, very comfortable victory with Ezekiel getting the goal to make it 4-0. And this is exactly what we needed after a very, very poor display against United, after a very bad result. This is what we needed. A really good, solid win against a side who, you know, they may not be any good in career mode, or not much good regardless. They've definitely got a lot worse, no denying that. But, you know, still, you know, they've still got some good players out there, no doubt about it. So a good win away from home regardless. That's exactly what we wanted. It's exactly what we were going to get. We were 4-0 up, and we could have made it 5-6, possibly even 7-0 in this game. We were playing so well, but Jack Butland did make a couple of good late saves in this game to try and show me that he should be the #1 instead of Ferranetti this year, after Ferranetti's mistake and quite a few mistakes in the first half of the season. He made a good save there, and then from that, as we get the ball away, Marcos Lopez, a former Millwall player on loan, gives it to Abu. Abu slides it through towards Huula, who strikes it, and again, it's a good stop by Butland, and we get the ball away. So 4-0 the final score, a very comfortable victory, very pleased with it, and we may have had a very disappointing loss against United, our first league loss of the season in the previous game, but this was the perfect way to respond at the Etihad. And as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, because it's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.